Hello everybody, this is Sara, Queen of Arts, and this is the full moon psychic guidance and insights for November 2024, and the full moon is in its Scorpio and is rising on the 15th, and what a whammy this one's going to be now in perfect Scorpio style. Well, Scorpios really make an entrance, and I feel like this moon is going to make a big one. It's going to have a massive impact on a lot of people now, particularly for those who are holding on to things that are unnecessary, fear, guilt, holding on to items, assets that have little value anymore. This is going to highlight lack in a huge way. So if you are afraid of letting go because you're a fear of loss of some kind, which sometimes are, these things aren't even a reality. It's just in our own heads, and it's something that we've created in ourselves. I mean, our minds create so much every day. Remember how important, how powerful your thoughts are. But I've got, for this month, this full moon, I've got a full moon tower card. Okay. Now this is, often on full moons, everything goes haywire. Anyway, there's arguments, there's outbreaks, there's, things turn upside down. But I really feel like this is a separation happening. Something where we are being separated from our protection, separated from the things that have been shielding us from reality, the things that have been protecting us up until now, which isn't necessarily... This isn't the universal protection. This is our own self-protection of the lies we tell to ourselves in avoidance, how we talk ourselves into things, to believe things ourselves, to make it real. Now, this is very much like if you read something, an astrology report, or you have a reading, that you make it work for yourself. And this happens a lot with me when I do readings for people. I'll say something, in a chat, or I'm saying face to face, and the person or the individual I'm reading for tells me how that's going to work out. And we need to understand, right? Our minds need to unravel something or make sense of something, because it can sometimes seem so out there. But it's because it's future, it hasn't happened, right? And anything could happen. Everything can change in a moment. We know that with what's been going on in the world. So much changes in a second, and we need to be ready for that. And I feel like the universe is alerting to this. And this is why some of us are going to really, really feel the impact of this full moon. And it's only the people who are in avoidance of themselves, are not listening to truth, who want to believe something, who are waiting for something to happen, are holding on for dear life, and not ready to take that leap of faith. Now, I'm not asking everyone to take a massive risk and throw everything out the ballpark. This is about doing something for what you believe you really do want, your soul wants, your soul is crying out for. It's saying, I really want to do this, but I just don't want to say it out loud because I don't want to be judged or hurt or upset by anything. Maybe there's something inside you, is this great wish or dream that you've had forever, and you've held back on it for your whole life because of other people, because of circumstances, because you think you'll fail, because it didn't work before. But now is the time to kind of be faced with it. And I feel like for some, you will be faced with the exact dream, and it's like, here's your opportunity. So in many ways, this is a good thing. It's like the universe is turning things upside down and saying, right, we're going to make you face this by hook or by crook. It may be uncomfortable, but it is going to force you to let go of your fear once and for all. I do feel that there is a lot of childhood dreams here, or wishes that we've had, or this is to do with old conditioning and guilt and temptation to follow a path that isn't good for us because we've been talked into it. I feel like this is a time that we can break away, or we've got an opportunity to break away from deals that we've made, or again, beliefs or conditioning that we've had our whole lives, and step away and say, no, you know what, this is what my inner child craves for. This is, I now know what is good for me. For some of you, this might be a time where you are held accountable, okay? That you have to face the consequences, all right? But it will be so you can move forwards, because at the beginning of this period, of this full moon period, I'm seeing endings. It's like this sense of completion it's to finish something off, and to push us into new territory. It's like this is the end of a cycle. This full moon is the end, right? It's the end of a decade. It's the end of a lifetime. It's a lifetime within a lifetime. All right. See it as that, like, this is a new beginning. We've just had, new president. We've just had the budget. Okay, maybe that's not a big deal. There's been a lot of things happening, changeovers in politics, there's things kicking off all over the world. And I feel like this is it, right? It's like the universe is going, enough, right? We've got to now move on. We've got to make changes. We've got to start something different. We've got to push you out your comfort zone, because you're all just hanging on to each other now in fear, and everyone's crying and frightened and saying they're unable to do anything. You just lost sight of what the dream was. So by allowing ourselves to surrender to what the universe is guiding us to do, to not fight back, to stop struggling. It's like being thrown in the water and just allow yourself to float. Stop fighting yourself. You will get what you wish for, because this is about, I've got 2 wish cards here, literally. They're saying this is what this is about. It's about getting the dream, getting everything that you want. There's new collaborations coming in. There's opportunities to work together as teams, new teams forming, and there's expansion happening. We're being guided to expand our horizons, look further, look outside the box. Consider that, the things you've been doing, the people maybe you've been working with, it's not happening anymore. It's not working anymore. Something hasn't been right for a long time. It's time to dissolve this, or, and maybe it's just going to get dissolved for you, because Spirit's going, you're not doing it, so I'm going to do it for you, because you want this, but you're just not prepared to let go. There's a lot of past life energy connecting to this, to do with happiness and being only focused on happiness. This is about stepping away from other people's projections, other people's battles, other people's mindsets. This is about your mindset alone. Whether you follow someone and you're inspirational with them, like you're listening to me now. At the end of the day, it's you that has the control over what you do. You take charge of your own life. Now, by the end of this full moon period, they're showing control being had, but demons have needed to be faced. Okay, this is a time that secrets could come up, old conflicts could re-arise, old debts need to be paid, things that you thought were done and dusted, but it has to be done to finish this cycle. Sometimes things are dissolved naturally because it's not necessary, and we're just given they're going, look, it's not that important anyway. You messed up, but we're not going to bring this back because it's not going to take you to that next place. But if you're coming into this new cycle with, you've got to say, I don't know, have more loyalty, you've got to be more honest with yourself, or you have to learn maybe something new financially, or learn some balance, then maybe the things that you're having to face, it's to do that, so you learn how to do it and effectively. So be ready, guys, because this is a big step forward. This is a doorway. This moon is so important to get what you want, is to reach that ultimate dream and to start getting on the right path to your goals. So just see this, literally this full moon is a doorway opening for you to walk through onto a new path, into a new way of being, and all will be great. So if you want a private reading with me, all the information is in the description box below. You can catch me on the Circle online, and if you follow the link, you'll see when I'm actually live, so you can pay per minute, but there are free options there as well, or you can go straight to my website and link in there. And I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.